Philadelphia is a city of neighborhoods, and so every neighborhood maybe has its own little ethnicity, its own little uniqueness, and so when you're dealing with a place like Philadelphia, one size does not fit all.
In the city of about 1.5 million people, around 80,000 veterans call the city of brotherly love home. After deployments in places like Iraq and Afghanistan end, thousands more are expected to return to the area.
Now I think that it's time for us, the city of Philadelphia, to do some very significant things as it relates to our returning veterans. There are obviously a lot of people in today's economy that need help, but you know what? That individual who went and served in the military did it because they wanted to make sure that we can maintain the quality of life in this country. I don't think there's anything more important than a person prepared to give their life to make sure that this country continues to prosper in the way that we can.
For many, the transition back to civilian life is a difficult one. They often have trouble finding housing, jobs, and emotional support, so they look for alternatives.
Most of these men and women have used alcohol, drugs to keep them in the abyss, make them just survive day to day.
The addiction keeps them away from reality, and post-traumatic stress often keeps them from seeking help.
There are veterans that don't want to come in after call. There are veterans that don't want to remember a lot of things. So they will sleep under the bridges, in the parks, or in the hallways of many places. And we have to find a way to help them. We have to find a way to get them back on board so they can have healthy lives.
For years, community coalitions have been helping to prevent violence and substance use in neighborhoods. Now, a new movement is part of the Philadelphia Anti-Drug, Anti-Violence Network.
VetCorps to me is a newly institution for myself and others to put things together for men and women who need help.
Helping veterans fits right in with existing coalition goals.
It made sense because with VetCorps, we're still addressing the issues of substance abuse and community issues, and all the issues that the coalition is dealing with are the same issues that a lot of our vets are dealing with. So it just made sense. The coalition is kind of like the coordinating body, and it serves as a resource to VetCorps, and we help supervise. And so there was no struggles. We didn't have to struggle with mission and vision and goals. We were all on the same page. And so we weren't competing with each other as well.
Now the Philadelphia VetCorps people have seats at the table when the city's other veterans groups get together.
A lot of organizations have their hands in many pots, but I think VetCorps has a vision, a straightforward vision of how to help veterans who have been in treatment programs or going through treatment, to give them a success with their self-esteem.
For veterans who are in transition and may not be ready to take on paying jobs, there is an option.
The VetCorps program is a wonderful program that has allowed veterans who are coming out of addictions, who are trying to put their lives back together after the devastation of PTS and sexual traumas, to volunteer as they go through treatment. It brings volunteers in. Where other organizations work on benefits and resources, VetCorps works on the person themselves. It's becoming a better person in their service to the communities. Once the person is invested in what they're doing with VetCorps, it's a whole new world opened up to them. It's a whole new status that they take on. It's a whole new feeling about themselves, a pride.
Since VetCorps is not a direct service provider, it refers veterans to groups that are.
They help us with outreach. You know, outreach is always something that I'm always kind of amazed at, that veterans don't know certain services exist. So much information, it's hard to know who's always out there to help you. And that's one of the problems that I just see across the country is, and VetCorps can hopefully help with that.
Not all potential partners have been responsive to the new organization in town.
There's been some acceptance in some organizations, and other organizations feel as though you're stepping on their toes. You know, you're invading their, whatever it is that they're doing.
And when you're a new entity to Philly, you're like, well, who are you and why are you here? Are you trying to take our thunder? Are you trying to take our territory? Are you getting money we should be getting? And so I'm always immediately tell them, listen, VetCorps, we're not getting a lot of money, so it's not about the money, it's about the work.
And the hard work from VetCorps and all its partners will make things even better in Philadelphia.
How could a city, a state, a nation not take an interest in their veterans who have fought, and many lives were claimed in them fighting? It is important that we as a city take responsibility for seeing the homelessness go down, seeing the drug abuses go down. It's important for us to be a part of that genre of getting people out and away from those things and living healthy lives. A healthy life leads to a healthy city.